AC104 wireless vibrating wire, collector usage and debugging, based on MQTT protocol. The following will be explained in 5 parts. 1. Hardware introduction and preparation. 2. Software introduction and preparation. 3. Actual operation introduction. 4. Access system explanation. 5. Common problem troubleshooting. Before debugging, let's first understand how the vibration wire collector works and the data flow process. The vibrating wire collector is responsible for collecting data from various sensors, then transmitting it to a 4G base station via Cat1 wireless network. The base station then transmits the data to an MQTT server. After the MQTT client successfully connects to the server, the sensor status can be subscribed to on the MQTT client. The device is widely used in engineering, safety monitoring scenarios, such as bridges, dams, building structures, slopes, and tunnels. It provides reliable technical support for the long-term healthy operation and safety early warning of infrastructure, hardware introduction, and preparation. Before operation, prepare the following hardware equipment provided by our company: wireless vibration wire collector, 4G antenna, configuration cable, small magnet, sensor extension cable, prepared by the customer, a computer, vibration wire sensor, hardware connection, demonstration. First, connect the 4G antenna. Tighten the 4G antenna to the host antenna interface and place it vertically upward. Then, connect the configuration cable. Connect the USB end of the configuration cable to the computer. Next, connect the sensor extension cable. When connecting the extension cable to the sensor, strictly follow the specified wiring order. Red wire corresponds to the positive terminal of the vibration signal. Black wire corresponds to the negative terminal of the vibration signal. Silver wire, shielded ground wire. White and green wires used for temperature sensor signal connection. No polarity. After wiring, turn on the power switch. The work indicator will stay solid. To set the collector parameters, the work indicator must be solid or blinking. Since the collector is a low power product, it may enter sleep mode after extended idle time outside of scheduled collection periods. At this time, you can use a magnet near the work indicator light to make it blink. Alternatively, turn off the power switch and turn it back on after 5 seconds. The work indicator will become solid, allowing parameter configuration to continue. 2. Software introduction and preparation. Contact support for configuration software. Open the downloaded configuration software. Find the serial port driver. Find this application and click. Keep clicking next to complete installation. The subsequent steps will not be demonstrated. The serial port can be emulated via the configuration cable. Right-click this PC. Click Manage Device Manager Ports to check if the serial port driver is installed. Setting up the MQTT client. Open the MQTT client. Go to the Settings page. Navigate to the User Information Settings page. Enter the MQTT server's IP and port here. The client ID can be generated automatically by clicking the button. Set the username and password here. After configuration, click OK. Serial port selection and parameter configuration. Open the vibration wire collector parameter configuration software. Select the serial port simulated by the configuration cable and open the serial port. Next, set the collector parameters. Here, set the TCP server's IP. You can choose to log in via IP or domain name. When using a domain name, the device resolves the domain name every 24 hours to obtain the latest IP. After setting collected data will be sent to this server. If using MQTT communication, set this port to 0. Here, configure the MQTT server's IP and port to connect the device to the MQTT server. If using TCP login, set port to 20. The device address is a unique numeric identifier for distinguishing and recognizing different devices. Device model and number facilitate quick identification of device location or purpose. By maintenance personnel, generally do not change them. Collection interval is the time interval at which the device automatically wakes up and performs a collection and transmission. Unit, minutes. Longer intervals save more power. Listening time is the period after data transmission when the device remains networked to receive instructions from the server. Enabling remote parameter modification. Protocol frame header is the start flag of the data communication protocol. Usually keep it default. Do not modify. Registration packet is filled in as required by the server for user identity verification. Activation authorization or initial configuration. Here displays the version number. Time settings can be used to set daily collection times. Scheduled collections do not interrupt or reset the interval collection timer. They work independently and in parallel without interference. This is the MQTT configuration area. Only configure this part when using MQTT. Protocol communication. Pay attention to correct format filling. Subscription topic filling must follow topic matching rules. Username and password here, it must be consistent with the ID assigned during MQTT client registration and the password set. Client ID can be set by yourself, but ensure each device's client ID is globally unique. Duplicate IDs will cause old connections to be kicked out. Button area. Note that entering upgrade mode should be used with caution. After clicking Enter Upgrade, you must wait for the upgrade to complete before exiting. Here, you can read the device card number. Here displays the latitude and longitude of Baidu positioning to determine the device's location information. You can also manually enter it. History records are used to view historical sensor data. It can store thousands of monitoring records simultaneously. This is the APN configuration section. Fill in the APN scenario correctly based on the SIM's carrier and card type. For the specific name, please consult your carrier. Enter the APN username and password as required by the carrier. For IAT cards, these fields are usually left blank, while regular cards may require credentials provided by the carrier. Once filled in, save the configuration to apply. Click Write Config, then Software Reset. The vibration wire collector parameters are now configured. Practical operation demonstration. After the MQTT client and vibrating wire collector are set up, and both are connected to the MQTT server. On the MQTT client, the collector's status can be subscribed to. Just need to enter the publish topic set in the vibrating wire collector. In the subscription interface, click Subscribe. Here you can receive the vibrating wire collector's data. You can see the device's latitude, longitude, power level, and other information. CHUV is the collected frequency. KGT is the temperature data. The specific protocol is detailed in Section 4 of the AC-104 Vibrating Wire Collector Test Manual. 4. System Integration. Explanation. To connect the vibrating wire collector to the customer's own server, just set the customer server's IP and port in the vibrating wire collector. After setting, the customer's MQTT server can receive the vibrating wire collector's data. It should be noted here that the vibrating wire collector is a low-power product. As a client, it is not always connected to the server. It only connects to the server during communication. After sending data, it closes the connection and enters sleep mode. Therefore, this needs to be noted during server development, and the uploaded data is in JSON format. For specific protocol, please refer to AC1048 channel. Vibrating wire collector test manual. 5. Common problem troubleshooting. Software cannot connect. Device cannot read configuration. Use a USB cable that can transmit data and ensure it is secure, then in device. Manager, confirm that the COM port is correctly recognized when plugging or unplugging the USB cable, and that the software's COM port number matches it. The device can connect, but data cannot be uploaded to the cloud platform. This issue is usually due to network or server configuration errors. Check if the main server IP address and port number filled in the software are accurate and consistent with the parameters provided by the cloud platform. Secondly, check if the device identity authentication information is correct. Finally, check the SIM card status. The platform can receive data, but the data is abnormal. First, check sensor wiring strictly. Follow the wiring standard: red wire to vibration plus black wire to vibration. Secondly, troubleshoot the sensor's own status. Finally, confirm the device's collection interval setting. If wiring was just completed, wait for the next collection cycle or restart the device to trigger an immediate collection to obtain the latest data. The above is the entire process of using and debugging the vibration wire collector.